everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be talking about failure, my experiences, how I dealt with it, and the things I have learned through the different experiences that I've had. So let's go ahead and get started. So my experiences when it comes to failure in law school, so the first one would be when I failed my civil procedure subject during my second year in law school. This is probably the most difficult failure that I've experienced. Because of this, it was sure that I'm gonna be spending 5 years in law school, which should have just been 4 years. So it was my first time to actually fail a subject, and it really hurt me. And aside from that, another failure that I have experienced was getting debarred from UST and transferring to Arellano. That was a really sad experience for me because I'm not gonna be with my friends, like my support group. It meant that I'm not gonna be spending my law school days with people I love spending time with. But I dealt with it and now it's all good. So here are the things that I've learned and how I coped with failure. So one thing I've learned about failure is that there are different stages to grief, as you would all know. We call it DABDA, or denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and then acceptance. So it is just proper to go through all of these stages. And I personally have been through denial. It's the first stage. Through denial, I felt like, oh my gosh, was because of my professor why I failed the subject. It is because I got sick, that's why I failed the subject. But in the end, at the back of my mind, I realized that I did not really give my best during that time. It's okay to be sad and like to feel sadness, but after that, after everything, the main key or the important part is actually to accept what happened, accept your mistakes, accept your fault, and the bulk of everything is that you have to learn through this experience. You have to learn from your mistakes and act on them, find a solution, evaluate yourself, and then do what you have to do. Don't let failure stop you. Failure can define you or they can inspire you. Another thing is that failure is actually our best teacher. Through failure, you get to learn more about yourself, your weaknesses and your strengths, and you get to learn more on how you deal with stress and like difficult situations in your life. Because let's all face it, we will all experience failure in one form or another. But you also have to take note that this does not mean that you should not do your best. Our best is actually very subjective because it would depend on what circumstance we are in. So as long as you do your best in whatever circumstance you're in, just accept what happens, and then if you did not do your best or like if you had committed mistakes, forgive yourself and try your best next time. Parting words for today's video: it is okay to be sad, but do not wallow in sadness. Acceptance is key, and always push yourself. Always push, and do not limit yourself. You can do it. So that's it for today's video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button below. I post videos every Saturdays at 7:30. The whole month of February is dedicated to law school stuff, law school tips, whatever law school there is. So I hope to see you again next week. Again, same time, 7:30 p.m. only here on my channel. And do not limit yourself, because only you and you and you